Okay, upstairs now would like to talk a little bit with Roscoe Kahn. Roscoe is here to talk about his pieces in the show. And Roscoe, before we talk about the piece next to you, which is a triptych, I wanted to hear a little bit about your history with the gallery, because you have exhibited here in the past.
Yes.
Maybe not in this space, but with the upstairs art space.
Yes, I have. Well, started off in 1998, I believe. It might have been an opening show as Black History Month. So I had two outstanding artists with me. One was Raymond Parr, and the other one was Michael Wingo, been a long time, and they kind of kicked off my career, and Upstairs Gallery kicked off my career, invited me up to do a show. Never had done a show really before. Exciting time, and got to see that there's nice art out there, first of all, and these guys were heavy influence on me and going back to school. I didn't have my art degree at that time. I was a self-taught artist.
Wow.
Kind of did not like that title, because self-taught artist kind of says that you're not trained and you quite don't know what you're doing. But I did. So went back to school. Raymond Parr, actually go down and talk to him quite often down in Spartanburg, North Carolina, and actually, or South Carolina, and actually I'm teaching down there now where he was teaching in that area. So they encouraged me a lot to keep pushing, and through the years changing my style. Of course, you're going to see the growth in the style if you look at any of my older work and everything. So it was this great coming back home. That's what I call it, coming back up here, because you guys did give me a good start, and I'm happy to be invited back up for another show.
Well, that's exciting, and I think that you know, it can always help to have more education, but it doesn't mean that you're still the same artist inside and still the same.
Well, to be honest, it ruined me. That's the reason it took me a little while to get back, because when they fill your head with a lot of knowledge about artists, you feel like when you go to the campus, you have to represent something, and it took the fun out of art for a while, and now I'm finally getting back to where I'm having fun doing art, and I'm not worrying about Edward Hopper or Romare Bearden style, and trying to get to that level that I think college really wants to push you to. I think finding your own path, if it's fun and you're doing it, you're enjoying it more. If it's taxing you and you're really struggling and doing more technical work, this is fun to me, and it's not technical. It's just hunting down pieces and seeing a vision, and then producing it on canvas and everything. So, like I said, it ruined me for a while, but I'm happy to be back.
Good, good. And this piece here, we're also very happy to have with us. It's clearly a triptych, and if you look through the painting, the collage, you can see that one relates to the next and to the next, and it really is like a vignette of a street. Can you talk a little bit about this piece for us?
Yes. A lot of times my wife and I will go on vacation. Now, I prefer sidewalks and streets. I don't do the tourist thing of going certain areas. I don't like walking the streets, and streets are quite interesting as far as the community within it, and you can see the signs in the windows and activity where it tells a story in itself. That street has been there for a while, so I have to think about who and how it looked, in the 60s, in the 70s, and you do see the newer buildings coming in, but a lot of the poor neighborhoods, and especially black neighborhoods, it's a little change going on, but not a lot. So you can see a lot of history in it within that. Just walking, you can still see the old paintings on the building or old signs hanging there and everything. So I do like the older neighborhoods and everything. We walk around and take a lot of photos, so people ask me how long did it take me to do that, and I always tell them it took me a lifetime. I'm capturing images, even as I'm speaking, I'm looking around capturing images. So it's hard for me to put a time value on a piece of artwork, because it is a collection of memories and everything. I may not remember a name, but I'll remember a vision, and so when I get the canvas, I'll sit there and I'll look at pictures through a magazine and then relate back to something I've seen. So I collect a lot of items, and then I'll start laying it out, and then the vision will start moving forward. Sometimes it doesn't, so you just take that canvas, put it in the corner, and you move on to something else. Then I've gone back to a canvas after 2 years. Because if it's not working, as I tell my students, don't force it. Go and do something else and come back. You'll be better off trying to force something and not be happy with it and everything. So the triptychs, I sort of like working odd with my canvases. For some reason, like triptychs, I think, because it's a continuation of a story instead of just one in a frame. So you're stepping and you're putting them together. Right? I like designing my own canvases, used to build them, and now I hunt at flea markets and thrift stores, and I'm buying canvases and it's already used. I do like working on recycled material. I will never paint on a new canvas. I think there's so many things out there that you can put art on instead of going and buy new stuff. So trying to save the planet on that too, which I guess is good. You can edit that part.
Yeah, no, that is good. That's nice to hear. Thank you.